Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for August 2026. So I invite you to stay, take what resonates, leave what does not. This is my only account, Iridescent Awakening. I'm never going to reach out to you for any reason, so please don't get scammed. All right, let's find out what you need to know and what you need to hear at this time. Okay, first card coming out here is the High Priestess. There have been some things you've maybe been intuitively picking up. I think this is kind of a change. Like, you've maybe been in a season where things don't feel like they're moving, or you don't feel like you've been recognized for your effort, but you've been receiving like these downloads or these like intuitive hits that things are about to change for the better. And maybe like you've just started tapping into your intuition, or maybe you've been feeling this way for a long time, but it's like this is becoming a little intense. In the challenge position, I see the Six of Wands. Like, again, you have not been feeling recognized for your effort, or you feel like you've been showing up with the most and just not, maybe not manifesting what you were hoping to manifest. Like, you've been putting all your dreams out there, showing up vulnerably, like, hey, this is what I want, I'm gonna dream big. And you haven't been met with what you've been hoping for. And I think you can feel deep in your core that it's coming. It's just not coming as quickly as you'd like. The root of it here is the Magician. So this is about manifesting new beginnings for yourself. Maybe more money, maybe a better home or a better career, or a relationship that meets you emotionally. And in the past, I see there was some upheaval. The Tower tells me that something had to come down. I almost get that this is love related, like a partnership that had become toxic or had become too much had to end a certain way. And I feel like maybe you didn't quite know things were going to end as quickly as they did, or in the way that they did. And I think you've been feeling really just bummed about this, like, like, I think you knew it needed to end, but you've been hoping for something new, like maybe a fresh start with this person, or somebody brand new. I see you in the King of Cups energy right now. Like, you're experiencing this love and this sweetness, this maybe epiphany that you had more feelings for someone than you let on or realized. Or maybe you're realizing how deeply you're wanting a family, or how deeply you're wanting a partner or somebody. And I think you know that a partner does not make you whole. Like, you're completely whole as you are. But there's this new level of love and understanding. Like, you're not feeling recognized, you're not feeling seen, you're not feeling known. And I think part of you is afraid to open up emotionally, but you know that's required of you. And maybe possibly that's why things ended in the past, is just not being able to be fully open with this person. Maybe they didn't allow you to feel this level of safety. Or maybe they felt really safe and that freaked you out and you ran from it. And feel free to switch the roles if you need to. Maybe this other person ran. And this ending happened. I just see you in this really deep, like, emotionally open space. And the Chariot tells me that you're ready to move on to something more emotionally fulfilling, or move towards the thing that you truly desire. You've been trying to manifest this love into your life, or this ideal situation into your life, and you're moving towards it physically. You've been doing everything in your power to move towards it, and you've been seeing this like future for yourself. Again, maybe you've been thinking about a family, like building a family, building a legacy of something that's solid and stable, and something that pours into you and gives you back this love that you've been ready to give. Yeah, I think this is kind of catching you off guard, how deeply you're feeling about this and how in your emotions you've been about this. And I see that you've maybe been focusing on some past struggles of yours. Like, this could be about, again, like a fear of intimacy, like emotional intimacy, a fear of vulnerability, maybe anxiety, ruminating thoughts, self-limiting beliefs. This can be any number of things. This can also be about addictions, things that you've been using as coping mechanisms. It could be any number of things. This could also be toxic influences in your life. But these are things that have been influencing you, and you're ready to get yourself out. And that's part of the reason why things haven't been moving and manifesting, is because you need to get out of this, whatever framework this is. And while you know this, it's feeling kind of uncomfortable trying to move out of it, because it's slow and it's awkward, and there might be some hard conversations needing to be had right now, and you might not have a lot of energy for them. I'm also feeling like my feet are starting to tingle, like you've been feeling ungrounded about this, and it's time to get grounded, like spend some time in quiet and meditation, and maybe if you've been seeing a therapist or someone to just talk with about this, being able to get it out, and having someone to support you and having it not just swim in your head could be really helpful. So that might be something you're pursuing right now or considering, and I would highly encourage that if that's something you can do right now. But I think you're hoping that whatever transformation is happening right now, whatever upheaval has been happening, is going to transform faster, sooner rather than later. And I think you're also a little afraid of what's to come. I think you're also afraid that there's going to be this ending, like if it is with this specific person, that maybe you can't rebuild with this person. And knowing how deeply you feel about them, or knowing how deeply you're wanting this love and connection, feels really overwhelming to you. Because trying to find that in another person may feel impossible right now. But it's not. It's not. Let's get you some clarity here. Some clarifying cards came out. Okay, take this as it resonates. It could be you or this person, but there's been this judgment call made. Like maybe you've been thinking about areas where either you or this other person have fallen short. I just see that there's been this lack of fulfillment. And cups usually represent emotions. There's been this lack of emotional fulfillment. Maybe this other person feels you didn't meet them with emotional reciprocity, or vice versa. Maybe you're feeling like they did not meet you. There's been this lack of equal give and take. There's been this lack of balance for a while. There's even been some like sneakiness and secrecy, deception, and it led to this heartbreak. And I think you're afraid it's led to this irreparable damage and ending that can't possibly be fixed. Let's just get some clarity on any advice. Any advice for Aries? Okay. In terms of coming forward, yeah, I think you're really feeling anxious about what's gone down, like conversations that have been left unsaid, anything that's been like half answered. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of clarity. And you've been thinking about the past. You've been in this nostalgic energy thinking about this person, or thinking about this time period when things were sweet. And I think both of you are in this energy. Either you or them are thinking of coming forward with this apology, or this like openness, this vulnerability. Just to let them know like you're still holding a torch for them, or they're still holding a torch for you. There's this desire to come forward and just say everything that's been left unsaid and be completely open. But yeah, Knight of Swords is about like impulsive communication. This person may impulsively reach out to you. You might be feeling drawn to do this right now. There's a lot of like jitteriness with my feet tingling. I was thinking like there's a lot of adrenaline pumping in your body. Like I need to move, or this person is feeling like they need to move. Spirit is just saying to end any illusions here. The Seven of Cups reversed is about not feeling confused by all your choices and options and the fear of the unknown of what's to come with these conversations. If you're feeling like you want to have a clarifying conversation, move forward with just vulnerability, your heart on your sleeve. And it is up to you. You have free will. If you want to re-engage with this person, if you want to rekindle something, that's completely up to you. If you're ready to just move forward, and if this reading is helping you to kind of get in touch with what you've maybe been not processing emotionally, I hope that's helpful as well. But there is this potential for clarity. I do see a really positive outcome here. I see the Lovers. So regardless of what the outcome is, I see you regaining balance, finding union, whether within yourself or with this person. I see you reconnecting with what makes you feel the most grounded and happy, and being able to not be afraid of your emotions and not being afraid of how deeply you feel is something that's going to help you get back in touch with your power. Vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is your power and your strength. 1111 on my timer. Yeah. I just see that there's a lot of potential for healing here if you'd like it. And again, you get to decide what feels best for you, Aries. That is your reading for August. I hope that resonated. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.